almost been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60. And we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. On play action, Rivers. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd and 9. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Cowboys, first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half,
They'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Rivers. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. To throw, Rivers. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down and 3. Rivers again. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Prescott off play action. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Down inside the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Throwing, Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Jake Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Aubrey now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here, he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He finds Taylor, complete. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 64 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense, almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Prescott now. Able to hit his target lane. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL.